So it is day 3 and outside is cloudy and part of me feels equally cloudy as I walk in brain fog and I try to focus on this camera. I am taking my walk, my lunchtime walk, which I've grown to really enjoy because it gives me a break to not think about work or anything else, just a little space to breathe for myself. I tell you, this Sertraline, I did it. But this Sertraline, look, I want to make mention of 2 things. There was a situation of support, but be very careful, those of us who are Christians, be very careful of just telling people, giving people the scripture and then not doing anything with it. That is a real problem with Christian folk. And I'm a Christian as well, but me doing what I'm doing, like here now and all the other things that I do, is me putting it into action. So be very careful of throwing scripture at people and then not having any action behind it. And also remember that the Lord puts things in place for all of us to get help, to get support, etc. And that it's not just what you may think, it's not just what is traditionally thought that works. The Lord may actually want certain folks to take the medication, may want certain folks to seek help in other ways. So don't put people in a box. Another thing that has occurred as well is someone telling me that I need to clean out my gut and that will solve everything, and that because the cleanser is natural and it's herbs, that it wouldn't interact with anything. And that is such a lie. It's a bold-faced lie, because medicines originally came from plants and things, and plants have their own toxins and can interact with things, and some folks tend to get allergies as well. So that's not the best advice either. I don't think that is wise advice for anyone to give someone, whether it be that the person has to take medication for mental health or anything else. Basically, put yourself in the other person's shoes. Put yourself in the person that has to deal with panic attacks, anxiety attacks, depression, PTSD, and all the other things. You're basically insulting people by telling them, but that's not going to work, or this is not going to work. It's nothing. You can just get over it, because it doesn't work like that. Some folks are born with this disposition. Some folks go through things that cause the disposition to be triggered. And it is not as simple as you may want it to be. I just wish all of us would just work on helping each other. It would further destigmatize things. And then it would be much easier for folks to manage their situations, because some folks may not be 100% healed. Some folks may have to take their medication forever, but at least it will be managed. My work day is done. I'm not sure how I'm feeling. There are sometimes I'm not feeling quite right. That's the thing. I don't feel quite right in myself. I feel either as if I'm in the sky somewhere, or as if I'm down on the ground. I think as the days go on, it's getting stronger. I cannot wait to go home and get in my bed. I even bought something to eat, and right after, with all the smells and everything, my appetite is completely and utterly gone. I feel as if my stomach wants to get into the nauseated state. I found that that was happening a bit this afternoon. I will not be surprised if that increases based on the trend of my symptoms. Right, so I'm at home, and to be quite honest right now, you're going to hear me rambling. You'll probably hear me mincing my words and things because that's what's happening. My stomach is still feeling very like not accepting of food. Even talking about it makes me feel a little weird. My head feels otherworldly as well, and as the day progresses, I feel more out of it. There may be a few other things, but I can't remember them right now. I mean, you can look at me and see that I'm declining. But I'm still getting a kick out of how my days start, and I still do believe that the regime that I have is the correct one for me. Taking the sertraline in the morning, I tend to have energy somewhat. I found that even though I have to focus on not veering from side to side when I walk, I have more energy, so I walk faster. And I don't know how I look when I'm walking, but I find that I'm walking faster in the morning. I find that I'm laughing a lot in the morning as well. So a friend of mine pointed that out to me, and that was hilarious. So for like, I don't know, about 3 or 4 hours or so, I am like that. I am on this plateau where I know that something is going on, but it is working for me. I already make it work for me. But then after lunchtime, slowly I feel myself petering out and feeling more on the low side. And not as much energy. But that's fine, because at least I can do a lot of valuable stuff earlier in the day. And I'm kind of accustomed to this trend in my own life anyway with fibromyalgia, so there's that. Smelling food does nothing for me. Talking about food does nothing for me. There are a few other bits and pieces that I can't remember right now, but of course we have a whole lot of time to talk about this. My ears ring. I have tinnitus, or tinnitus, however you pronounce it, but it feels as if the sertraline has accentuated my tinnitus, because the ringing is even louder. But again, I'm accustomed to that, so it isn't really putting me off from doing anything, but it is there. All in all, I am finding this journey rather interesting. I don't want to be quick yet to say if it is changing my perception of things. Maybe it's a bit too early. I have another friend again that watches these videos, and thank you for that. It seems as if my symptoms have my symptoms. I keep saying symptoms. I mean side effects. My side effects have come on quickly, but I'm thinking. I want to put the question out to you. How quickly did your side effects start? Let me know in the comments. It will be good to know other people's perspective regarding taking sertraline and what the journey was like. Remember, please comment, like, share, do all the things. It is extremely important for those in our community who do not have access to folks around them that are going through a journey. It's easy to go on YouTube and search for folks like myself that can share the journey, offer advice, or just be a listening ear. be a point of interest, especially for tackling mental health. So yeah, the more that you comment, the more you like, the more you share, the more the algorithm works for folks in our community. We need the support. So yeah, do that little bit for your girl, right? Okay, I need to get off here now. I'm going to put this video together and then I am going to post it. So I will see you tomorrow. You take care. Bye.